getting ready to put together the Ikea Alex 9 drawer. Okay, this is actually the frame, the two sides and the back. And I want to point out it's very important. Make sure the frame of the back has got all 6, and that's this one right there, of those 6 holes facing you. That's the inside. Make sure the circles are at the top along the side on the 2 sides. But also when you start to put it together, there's no holes going down on this side. There is on this side going all the way down, because this is going to come into the side here. Same here. The holes that go in on this side is what's going to come in on the side here. So those things would be facing to us. So make sure you got those in order and start putting it together. Okay, this is how you should have the Ikea Alex 9 drawer looking. Those 3 circles at the top to the left, skip the middle piece and go to the right with 3 more circles. These are your sides. It is upside down, but that's the way I'm going to do it, so it'd be easier for you to understand. Ikea Alex 9 drawer. I have it upside down because I want to show you something. This right here is your middle inside panel. This is your left panel that faces inside, because it's going to come like this. The same with that. But look where the holes are. Okay? And then you see where those 3 are there? Make sure you got it like this if you're following my instructions. A quick tip. Before you get started, count all your parts and your pieces. You know, lay your stuff out. There's some more like this. Lay them out, and you see how they're angled at that right side. Line them all up and stack them in the piles accordingly to what they are. Then, here's some more right there, besides the top and the bottom. I recommend to do that. It will make your job go a lot easier and get the tools that you will need. I'm going to use an electric screwdriver with this mallet, and I also have a hand screwdriver that pops in and out flat, my flathead, and then my star. Okay, you can see I put the dowels in, the back piece, and I lined these up for the bottom piece so I could screw them with the drill, and they are these. Now you're going to have it looking like that. Now you're going to take 3 of these big ones and put them in to those 3 slots, turn them right, and lock them in. Take 3 more of these, the large ones, and lock them in there. I got 2 more to still put in, but I just wanted to show you because I already did the left side, now I'm doing the right side. Okay, you're going to take 4 dowels, 2 on each side, and stick them in these placements. So the holes on the ends and the one in the middle is for the top piece. This is the inside of the top piece, and you see where I got them lined up. But you see this right here? Make sure this goes on the inside, but towards the back of the 9 drawer Alex, and this is why. Because there's a little hook that's going to go right here and come out that's going to attach it to the wall if you want to attach it to the wall. By the way, these were the screws that I put in the top. This is how it's looking before I press it down, because I want to show you on the inside. See that little lip in the middle back there? This is where when I press it down, it's got like a little gouge. That's where your little flap's going to come out at. Now it looks like this. That's what I was talking about. Now what we're going to do is take 3 of these big ones, come back over here. We're going to go right inside and lock them in right here, 3 on each side. And that's going to lock the top in. Okay, this is your bottom. I don't have it installed yet. I just want to show you. This comes like at an angle. Okay, there's one of these on all four corners. This shows you it's the outside bottom. This one has a sticker on it. These are for your feet. On the inside, you don't have these. So it'll just be 6 of these evened up. The ones that have the line at an angle, that's your bottom on the outside. This is what the inside of the bottom looks like. You see it doesn't have the hole at the angle, so that way you can tell the difference. Okay, we took the dowels. I put 2 dowels on each side and put the bottom on top. Now I'm going to press it down. Now you're going to take the 6 that are the only 6 in the kit. See that? And that they only screw in with this little tool thing. Put them in your thing. I suggest take your finger and just twist it a little bit to kind of get it even on all 6 of these before you screw it in with this. Now take your feet and snap them into those corners that I was telling you about. That's it. I'm going to skip from directions 9 when I put the feet on. The next step is 10, and it's to put the thing that attaches through your 9-drawer Alex Ikea dresser to the wall. But because I'm not doing that right now, because I don't know where I'm going to install it to the wall yet, I'm going to skip straight over to our drawers, which is on page 11. And step 14, we're going to start with the 5 small drawers. We're going to do them first, and then we'll go to the 4. Okay, we're on the small drawer. We took 2 of these, and we put 1 here and 1 there. Let's do all 5 of the small drawers now in this just to make it quicker. Okay, on the 4 large drawers, you're going to use 4 of these and put 2 on each side. And this is at the bottom. It looks like this at the beginning. Okay, here's where you're going to put your drawer together, and this is what it should look like, all the components. Okay, make sure your lines here are all at the bottom around, and it's a white side up. Also, I want to mention, you see the little grooves on each corner? Those are going to go into here. So you got to make sure that line's in there. I'm finding it easier to put the 2 sides on and then lift it up and guide it on here. We still have to put a dowel here and a dowel there. This is how it should look. There's the 2 dowels. And when you lift it up, pick this piece up and put it line it right up in here and press it down. I find that to be the easiest. Okay, this is what it should look like. Then you're going to take this piece, turn it that way, and guide it straight in. Okay, that's what it looks like now. Take 2 of these small ones, that's all that's left, and you're going to put it down. One's at the bottom there and 1 on the other side, and then turn it right to lock them in. Take 2 plastic ones and put it in here on the sides, and I found it easier if you hammer these 2 in first, then put these 2 on the other side and hammer them in. I got a very huge tip to share with you. When you go to install these, hammer these in at any of your drawers, I've already hammered mine in here, but make sure before you start hammering, put your thumb see where the grooves are here, and put your other finger on the back and hold it like this with little pressure down. Then hammer these in with the mallet and go slow because you can crack the wood. But why I'm mentioning that, because if this is off a tad bit, your drawer's going to sit wonky, like not very noticeable, but when I come in and out, this is a little off. Not by much, but a little bit. And once you put these in, you're kind of in a jam if you take them back out. So keep that in mind. Another tip I want to give you, once you assemble the drawer and it looks like this, and you don't have any hardware in on the sides, I recommend put these pieces in, which these are the smaller ones, into the holes at the bottom. You got 2 on each side. And lock them in before you come up here and start. That's a very important tip. On the bigger drawers, as you can see, I didn't fully put them in because I want to show you. Okay, if your hand's not large enough to do it, put your thumb here. Make sure it's evened up first. Then put a little pressure, put your thumb there, hammer this piece in a couple times, this piece in a couple times, and then check your finger back here to see if it's still there, and then repeat the process, and you'll have an even, snug fit. Another important tip, as you go to put these things in, make sure before you start, look in there after you install your piece that goes up in there. Sometimes particle board comes in there and it will get in the way of you putting this in. So just kind of look in there and kind of scrape it out if it does. Now you should look like this. 4 big drawers and 5 small drawers and an empty thing. Okay, in putting the drawers together, installing it into your system, I recommend start with your bottom drawer, not the top, and work your way up to make it easier on you in case you have to put your hand in the back to push these guys up. Okay, what you will have to do is pull them all the way out on both sides, and if you noticed, they're further out than my drawer. But you're going to have to push the drawer in a little bit to get it where the metal is all the way on both sides snugged up to here, so your screws on the inside line up and you can screw it in. And again, you may have to hold your finger on the metal in the back to screw this in to get it to catch if you're having that trouble. I want to bring something up. I got the drawers. I'm getting ready to put the last small ones in. But before you go any further, if you're wanting to install it to the wall right now, this is the packets that come with the pieces, and it starts at step 10. And what I would recommend you at this time do so, because what you have to do, you have to hook it up to the wall, then insert it in, and then, see how you got to screw it in? So you're going to need the room to get it in there. So if you're going to do it, it'd be best to do this part now, which is step 10. I'm not going to do it because I'm moving around, but I'm going to tell you, if you don't do it now, you will have to take a couple of the drawers out in order to install this to wherever you want, because again, you have to install it to the wall first. But I'm going to skip this part. Here is the Ikea Alex 9 drawer, finished. Hope you guys liked the tutorial. If there's any other questions, please comment below and I'll be happy to answer. Here's a little tip. Take your pieces, like I didn't put the strap in to attach it to the wall. Here's that little Allen wrench thing. And then I got an extra little dowel. Put it in a bag with your instructions. Put it in the drawer or, fix it up somewhere. But try to always keep your things to the drawer, your set, whatever it is that you have. I have bought 13 pieces of the Ikea sets. So what it does is, say you open up another box, say I got another box over there, say something there's missing or deformed or whatever, I might have an extra piece I could use on that to replace it with. Who knows? But anyways, I noticed they always put some extra stuff into the thing, 1 or 2 pieces, which is great. But always keep your stuff together, because if you have different stuff and you put it all together, you might mix up what directions go to what in the future, in the event you was to move something around.